Hey everyone, so yeah, this week we're talking about the transportation layer protocols, and within the transportation layer, we have TCP and UDP, and I would really like to talk about TCP because I work with it on a daily basis. So, in my line of work, working for a help desk for a hospital, we have proprietary industry software that heavily relies on the use of sessions. And what it does is an individual, whether it be a nurse, a doctor, they connect to the system, they create a session, and they input the various patient information that they need to input. And so I kind of want to talk about that because, again, I work with this every day, but there are pros and cons to this type of communication. I have to deal with it on every day because there's issues with it nearly every day. And so with TCP, to establish a connection, TCP is a connection oriented protocol. It negotiates and establishes a permanent connection between the source and the destination. And that source would be an end user on a end device or computer and communicating to a server. And we actually do not host these servers. They're actually hosted at an offsite location. But what it does, it provides reliable delivery of the information, same order delivery. So what you input will be actually recorded at the destination, and it also provides flow control. And so yeah, the flow control will guarantee that regardless of your network connection speeds, the information is going to be recorded properly. And so with the session aspect of the TCP protocol, it takes advantage of the three-way handshake. And so, in order to establish a connection, a client will send a uh, a synchronized packet to the destination, and then the destination will send an acknowledgement back to the source. Then the source will acknowledge that transmission, in which it will then transmit the data. And after the data is transmitted, the destination will send an acknowledgement of transmission back to the source, and then they will begin the fin or the finish of the three-way handshake. But yeah, that's where my job kind of begins because a lot of times working for a help desk, we'll get a call from an end user, and they could be a doctor or a nurse, and they can't relog in. And that's by design because, working with HIPAA information, it's purposely set up so that multiple sessions cannot be established, especially if they're not properly ended. And so a lot of times what will happen is a doctor or a nurse, they'll just, walk away from the computer, or they will not just end the session properly. And so they'll give us a call at the help desk and be like, I can't relog in. And so what do I have to do? I have to then log into the system, which provides the software and the application, locate their ID, and then, end the session. Because again, that's by design. And only afterwards, they are able to relog in. But a lot of times it's interesting because they don't understand that, okay, when I am done inputting patient information, which is highly regulated, they don't understand that, okay, I need to stop what I'm doing, end this application, and then go on with my next task. And so yeah, that kind of just ends my spiel about the TCP protocol and how I work with sessions on a daily basis, and how, in real world aspects, there's a very important role that it plays because, regardless of your job application, there's real world issues involved. It could be, in my situation, patient applications. It could be uh, very protective proprietary information for a particular industry. But regardless, the TCP protocol, it allows the established connection to ensure some level of protection.